This video is made for adult collectors because big giant Optimus Prime. So naturally, I thought the old one was big, because, you know, it's big. It's big. Titan class has always been big ass dudes at the $200 price point. And they're cool, but I know a lot of people aren't a fan of how big they are and how much space they take up. And they're also expensive, so that's another thing. So they put out a smaller Titan at a smaller price point and all these accessories. Hell yeah. I got the original mainly because I wanted the Windows. I don't care about Avowed Premium Edition. Stop telling me. I got the original mainly because it was a grail, but also to prep for this new one. And while the new one borrows its engineering from the old one, there is enough different that it still kind of feels a bit fresh, and I like that. This is, oh, Titans are always so hard to do with this. This is Star Convoy, or Star Optimus Prime. Optimus during this time was called Convoy in Japan. So this is Star Convoy, and I'm so used to calling this design that while the box says Star Optimus Prime, I may slip and call him Star Convoy, so sorry in advance. This was also bought on Hasbro Pulse, not sponsored. I will not be throwing the box at it. This thing looks immaculate. This is exactly how I would want a modern Star Optimus Prime to look, with the swooping angles, the dynamic nature of how the limbs are placed, the painted gold, silver, the plastic blue, dark gray, and red, leading to that very dynamic looking head. Actually, I'm gonna touch on the head first, because I think it's my favorite Optimus Prime head sculpt in recent memory. I love the dynamic nature of the ears and the extra crest on the top and the eyes. The light piping, it works okay. It's not the greatest. He's also flat to the ground. Like, this thing is so freaking stable. He is smaller than your average Titan. Like, if I bring in Tidal Wave, who's not a tall Titan, yeah, he's small, but then again, he was like, what, 50 bucks cheaper? One thing that stood out to me a lot out of the box was how clean these tampos are on the shoulders. Like, Transformers always have pretty clean? That's not a word. Clean tampograph stamps because it's usually on like a flat surface, but I don't know, something about these, they feel extra sharp. The chest, there are a few copies out there that didn't have it screwed in properly. Not all, but a few. Mine was, and I literally just unscrewed one of the screws and pushed it back in and screwed it back. It's not a huge deal breaker. It takes like 5 seconds. So I don't care. One thing these Japanese G1 designs nail is their angles, and I'm using this word again, but dynamic nature, because the angles of the pieces and stuff catch light and cast shadow very well, making lighting this figure very intriguing on a shelf or in photos. It's a quality not a lot of toys have when they're just standing there on a shelf, but I really like it here because when it works, it works. Plastic also feels fine. There are a couple of areas where it may feel a bit weird, but like it makes sense as to why. Hinges and leg flaps and flexing latch things for clips and so on. Like it makes sense. The part walls around the majority of the toy though are thick and feel fine. He comes with buckets of stuff. You get the little truck thing that can hold Micromasters and some core class figures, a sword hilt, a bunch of blast effects, which actually have a nice faint sparkle effect to them. His ball can go in his chest. It's a little annoying to get in there, but you can get it in there. A small folded up turret gun that he can hold, an actual gun that looks and feels great, and as a removable bullet, because why the hell not? And hot rod. I think that's everything. This is a core-sized hot rod that looks pretty neat, being based off the placements of the original Micromaster, hence why the wings are on his legs. He's very limited in his posing, no thigh swivels, no neck. I'm okay with the no thighs, but I kind of wish for 150 bucks he came with a neck and head rotation. The transformation is very easy to do and the car mode looks nice. The little truck thing can come apart and assemble into this like mobile platform thing that Hot Rod can stand on. Getting him on the turret is a pain in the ass. Hot Rod can also sit in Star Convoy's chest if you want. That's fun. This toy, due to the transformation, does the single front hip skirt thing, and like, I still don't like that. So the Unicron trilogy, trust me, this makes sense. The Unicron trilogy is known for its like really clicky, really solid ratchets. This has Unicron trilogy ratchets. It is awesome. It feels like an older Supreme class toy, but slightly bigger. Like it just has that vibe to it. So the head, I kind of wish the head was a bit better. So the head can rotate, it can do a full 360. The ears can hinge if that's something that you want. He can look down all the way because of transformation, but he can't look up, nor can he tilt because it's not a ball joint, it's a hinge to go down for transformation. I kind of wish it could at least go back a bit, not so much tilt because like, I don't know how you'd put a ball joint in this mechanism, but I wish it could go up a little bit more. The shoulders, that's such a nice ratchet. They can do a full 360. They can go out only about that far. However, if you remove the turret, it goes out a bit further. So the turret does get a little bit in the way. You do have a bicep rotation, a nice 90-degree bend at the elbow. Oh, this is so nice to move those. You do have wrist rotation. You have the hand can open and close. Ratcheted waist joint that does go a full 360. Then you have the hip skirts. So these can move open, up and out of the way. This one can move forward by itself. It only goes forward about that far, and if you want it to go forward even more, you gotta like open it up a bit, and then it starts looking like a diaper. It doesn't look like a diaper until it gets up to here, and when you have to unfold it out because it becomes bigger, but oh well. The hips, they can go forward, they can go back, they go out. You have thigh rotation. You have like a tiny bit under 90 degrees of bend at the knee. I wonder actually if I take these off. No, it literally doesn't go any further. Okay, so it's not these that get in the way. It's just the knee stops. And then you have ankle tilt, which is really, really cool because these are two different pieces that move together because of how they plug in. So that's awesome. I think that's neat. But yeah, he is very articulated. Just, I wish the hips had more range. That's my biggest concern. I don't really care about the knees that much. They bend almost as much as I want them to, so that's fine. But I wish this was a little bit better. So I have a couple of nitpicks, but he looks cool and plays so well. I think it looks perfect, and this size is so much more palatable. Now let's get him into his goofy ass truck mode. All right, so if you've ever transformed the original, it's similar, but there are a lot of really cool changes that they do to this thing. So to start with, what we're going to do is the arms. So the first thing you want to do is open this section up at the back here, and then the hands, you have to slide them down like this, then rotate them and slide them forward, and then rotate them all the way and clip them into place. That's a really interesting mechanism because there just isn't enough space in here to get the whole hand to rotate as is. So you gotta like do this. So I think this is a pretty interesting solution to said problem. Once you get that done, you take the arms and you fold them back all the way. Then what we're going to do is take these, you can't see because he's so freaking big. Take these, fold this down on either side. We're gonna open up the chest, bring these wheel sections out. You can leave the ball in here, which is nice. You wanna fold this up all the way. Oh, leave those out. Now, one other thing you can, it's not in here right now, it's over here, but you can leave the truck in the leg while you're transforming it. So once we've done that, we're going to close this section up. Make sure it's all lined up correctly. Then unpeg these side sections here, rotate the guns around, and then rotate the arms forward so that this part's facing you now. So again, bring it out at the side, bring that forward, rotate the turret, and this will just close up at the top. So you make the truck. Now you want to fold these sections out, close them up, and they will peg into the front there. Actually, before you do that, you want to rotate this, oops, 180 degrees, then open this section up, fold this down, close this up. Now that's the whole front of the truck done. So now we can focus on legs. So what we're going to do here is we're going to clip them together, just like give it a big smash and it'll go together. Open this section up on both sides, and then this will come into here and it will peg into this. Can't see that. It'll peg into the slot and these two little holes here, like right there, right there. You can see that. So you want to make sure you line all this up. It's a little bit annoying at first to line this up until you realize where everything sits. So once you get that all situated, you take the entire truck, flip it down. You want to open this crotch panel up, and I always forget to do this. Unpeg these, bend the knees down, bring this up. Now bring this up, that'll peg in. Then you plug these into place. I always do this every damn time. Then you fold the feet down, and there you have Star Optimus, and it's just hot in here, man. Star Optimus Prime in his truck mode. Not a difficult transformation, but honestly, what Titan is super complicated? This is a truck, all right. It's huge. Definitely the biggest truck toy I own, and it looks so cool. I'm glad the cab connects on this version rather than just hanging out there with this big gap in the middle like the old one. I also like the segmented colors of the red to gray to blue. It makes it look like the alt mode can split into 3 sections even though it doesn't. The guns can store on the top, and the little black truck thing can sit in the truck. That makes sense. I was told by one person to be careful because the little black truck can get stuck in there, but like if you just open the feet up, it doesn't get stuck. It's fine. What I don't like about this is the pegs at the back of that little truck hatch. It's designed so that if you have a second one of these, you can connect them together like the original from back to front or side to side, but it does mean that the door cannot open flat when sitting in Star Optimus Prime's leg, and that's a little bit annoying, but you can open the back of the truck and fit other figures in there, and the doors have the airlock system, so that's fun. But other than that, I have like zero issue with the truck mode. It works and looks really cool. Now, there is a base mode. It's a bit rinky-dink like all the other Titan base modes, save for maybe Trypticon, but that's it. It's a man sitting on a building, but it does have a rotating turret, so that's fun. The base also has the airlock connectors, so yay, more connectivity. I've never actually used the airlock connector system, to be fair. In the end, though, I think this is a step in the right direction for Titans. Titans were big and brutish toys that felt intimidating to a lot and cool to the rest, but they were expensive. I think dropping the size, but more importantly, dropping the price was a good thing. And while I still hope we get the bigger guys, I also hope that they continue with this price point of Titan. I definitely recommend this because it's cool and it comes with a lot of stuff. But that's my look at Star Optimus Prime. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.